Oh, let me turn this camera around. I'm out walking at the park. I can't believe the weather we're having here, December. It's like 48 today, and then New Year's Day it's supposed to be 59. Had a lot of rain though, but I'd rather have rain any day than snow. At least you can get out and drive in the rain. Can't drive in the snow if it gets too deep. Anyways, I'm walking at the park. Been so busy. From Christmas is always busy. Very busy time of year. Nobody out here but me and one other person. I don't know what they're doing. They're just sitting in their car chilling. Like I said, I just can't believe how nice it is out here. It's crazy weather. So after this, I gotta go to the grocery store and get some food in the house. Yesterday I was at Riley's. She's on vacation, Christmas vacation from school. So Tuesday, the babysitter's day off. So I was over there watching her, playing with Bella, their dog. She's I don't know, Maltipoo. I don't. She's some kind of high-end dog, but she's hypoallergenic, and Kim is Riley's mom's allergic to pet dander, so she's not allergic to her. Hi, Richard. How are you today? I'm just talking about how nice the weather is here in Ohio. It's beautiful. So I thought I'd take advantage of it. Go for a walk. Oh, and gas prices only $2.99, so I stopped and filled up the car before I came here to the park. Next stop is the grocery store. I'm gonna get some pork and some sauerkraut, some potatoes. I don't know what if I'm doing anything for New Year's Eve. Sometimes the fam has a big party, and some years they don't. Just depends on their work schedule. Yeah, it's wet. Yeah, it's wet and cloudy. Yeah, it's been raining. Like I said, I'd rather have rain than snow. Yeah, it's been raining a lot here lately. Yeah, there were probably people out here earlier walking. I get a late start because I stay up to the wee hours and then I get up at 10 or 11. Except yesterday morning, I had to get up at 7:30 and be at Kim's by 8:30 because she had to be at work at 9:30. Huh. Guess it's not. I thought I heard a bike. Not too many more days they can ride before they put them away for the winter. Supposed to be 58 on New Year's Day. And I don't think it was calling for rain. I don't think. I'd have to look again. So my friend Dwayne was at the casino last night. He called when I was at Riley's and he was like, "Want to come down? I got a room." I'm like, "Nope, it's the third time he's called and I'm not able to make it." It's one of these days. But I don't know if my two sisters are going to go down for New Year's or not. If they do, I'll go with them. But like I said, I don't know. I haven't heard from anybody. Well, I heard from Markel and Skinner. They're not doing anything this New Year's Eve. They usually have a party, but not this year. They're in between. They're working in Michigan now. They're gas and oil, and they come home here for Christmas. So I don't know if they got to go back or what the deal is there. But hi, Susie21. How's your day going so far? I hope good. I've been having a good day. Hi, Sunny Girl. Thanks, Richard, for letting me know who's in here. Yeah, you can go live on YouTube now, but you have to, they make them private after your video's done, so you have to go and make them public, change it. Kev TV told me about it, which I'm very grateful for. Yeah, because I was using Prism. Hey now. What, Richard, did you tell me to? Somebody said it, and then Kev told me to, maybe Kev just told me the part about switching them from private to public. I don't know, somebody was talking about it in chat too. Are you saying hey now because I said you telling me who was in here? I can't, you're only, nobody's talking, there's sunny. Foggy here in New York, or North Carolina too. Foggy, okay. Yeah, it's been really rainy here lately, but like I said, I'd rather have the rain than the snow. So I can drive in the rain. And walk in between the raindrops. It's pretty quiet out here except for the frickin' freeway down the hill. The actual park is quiet. And look, you can see now all the leaves are down. No more baseball till next season. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Get out if you can. Yeah, we didn't have, we had that one little snow that I recorded, and that was it so far. The kids were disappointed because they wanted a white Christmas. It's always next year. And this snow here, we have not had like packing snow, like where you can make a snowman. We've only had like this wet, you know, like real light stuff, but you can't pack it. So it's like Edith and Ida don't even know, you know, what a snowman is. They know, but they have never made one because the snow hasn't been decent enough. And there's our tennis court. Me and my son Brandon used to come out here. We used to walk to the park and play tennis. I don't know. I haven't played it for a while, but I'm pretty sure he still plays once in a while. I really don't have anybody to play tennis with. I try to get people to come out here and walk with me. It's like, I ain't doing that. What? Why not? I want to get back to the Boss Bison Ranch. I was thinking about that last night. Because last time I went, I didn't get to pet the buffalo. I really want to pet the buffalo. And now they said on their Facebook page that you can pet the buffalo because they're in the fall winter field. Well, now it'd be the winter field. When they put it on there, they were in the fall field. But winter was the 21st, first day. So yeah, I just really want to pet. I petted them before in Kansas, but that's been back in the 80s. So I really want to do that. I just gotta make it happen. They keep sending me these recall things for my airbag on the driver's side for my car, my Volkswagen. Now they have a class action lawsuit. So, yeah, there's that. I just gotta pick up the phone and make a freaking appointment. Just do it. Like the Nike commercial says, just do it. Well, I tried, and they didn't have them in. They couldn't get them. And their reasoning for that was COVID, they said. They were on back order, they couldn't get them. And they said they'd call when they got them, and they never called. And that was back in summer. I think it was summer. Could have even been spring. Anyways, yeah, I gotta call and see if anybody has them around here. I tried to go in Lancaster, around where I got the car from, a Volkswagen dealership there. I was visiting Jessica in Circleville, which is close to Columbus. Or maybe we went to Columbus, I can't remember. Anyways, we went to the Franklin Conservatory while we were waiting on them. They did fix the shifter, but when I went to pick the car up, they called, said it was ready, and that's all they said. Went to get it. They said we couldn't fix the airbag because we don't have them. Well, you knew that when I brought the car in here, right? But at least I got the shifter fixed. So, who knows when I'll get the airbag fixed. Oh, it's an older lady. She's okay though. I just had to look over and check on her. She's sitting there playing music and doing her tablet. One time I was walking around here and saw a deer. I think it's bow season now. No, maybe it's still gun season. I don't know. I don't keep track of that. My nephew got one. He said when he gets another one, he'll share some meat with me. Because I love deer meat. So good. And that's another reason why I want to get to the Boss Bison Ranch, because I want to pick up some more bison meat. I can get it at Aldi's, but it's not. You know, it's been processed probably. They say it hasn't been, but how are they going to keep it on the shelf? You know? But there, where they, out at the ranch where they process it themselves, there's nothing in it. And they're fed right, too. So it's healthier. Bison actually has a lot of healthy stuff in it for you. If nobody's talking, how come I can't see Chad? It's just nobody talking. Oh, probably because I have it on top chat. Hey, Tito, how's it going? I hope you had a nice Christmas, and I hope you have a happy New Year, Tito. I can't catch up. I gotta catch up on people's videos. I had all the family in. It was nice. Got to see everybody. Once a year, we get to see everybody, which is always nice. It's always warm where Tito is. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt and a coat, but I don't have my coat zipped up. Actually, I could do without the coat, but I didn't take it off when I got out of the car. I can't believe I only made one lap because I'm not walking fast. Usually I walk real fast. People where I live, they're like, "You're always walking fast, slow down." I'm like, no, why? No. You slow down, that's when life catches up to you. You can't slow down. You gotta keep on keeping on. Over there's where I saw the deer. Come up out of those woods down there. Can't seem to get what? Did you say gravy? Get the, oh, gamey taste. Oh, you got to put garlic and onions. Yes. Preferably garlic bulbs, not that freaking garlic powder or garlic salt. You want to put garlic bulbs in there and onions, and it won't taste gamey. Yeah, when it's real hot up here in the summer, I'd walk down around the lake. Some of you have probably seen that, but that's where that deer come up from. And it's like, I don't know, 5 degrees cooler down there. I'm supposed to go stay with my friend Jesse tonight. His birthday's a couple days. He don't like it, especially when he's little. You know, having a birthday around Christmas. It's like, he said it sucked, but I don't know. I haven't heard from him yet. I don't know if that's still on or not. And I hope he lets me go live. I like going, hey, Too Tall. I know, right? I don't go live that often. I usually do recording and upload. I don't very often go live. But I haven't been on for a while because I've been busy. I don't know. I did some shorts, like when the fam was there. I did some shorts, and Jessica brought one of her Tibetan bowls, and she was letting us take turns trying to make it, you know, get the sound, have the sound, but I couldn't do it. It didn't like me, or I'm too high energy. I don't know. I couldn't do it. But Brandon did it, and his wife Sarah did it, and Jessica did it. Peyton couldn't do it either. Me and grandson Peyton, we couldn't make the bowl sing. Yeah, I think I did a short of my son Charlie's ceiling fan in his garage. I still got to find out the story behind that. Apparently it's a cool story. But yeah, he's got this ceiling fan. It's got a Harley headlight on it, on the bottom. It's got flames on the paddles, and it revs up. It sounds like a Harley engine, bike engine. It's pretty cool. He's got it in his shop. And then I did a short on the guys were chopping wood. He said we're having a redneck Christmas because we worked on cars and we were chopping wood in the wood splitter. But Brandon's headlight on the way from Chicago, one of his headlights went out, and so Charlie, he bought the bulb, and Charlie put the bulb in, and that's what it was. It just needed a bulb. Actually, 4 of them. You know, when somebody lifts the hood on a car, there's guys around, they all gather around the car. I think it was it George Carlin that did that joke? Somebody did, some comedian. Said, you ever notice how, maybe it was Seinfeld, might have been Seinfeld, how when somebody's outside, a man's outside, and he lifts the hood of his car, all the neighborhood men gather around. So it was like it took 4 of them to replace a headlight bulb. It was funny. And it was too windy, we couldn't light the big bonfire because it was too windy. They burn their trash because they live out in the country. They got a big old bonfire. Maybe if they have a New Year's Eve party. Oh, you too, Oof, John of Oof, Oof. John of Oof, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Haven't dipped into your chat for a while either. Jeez. Well, now I'm a moderator, so that keeps me busy. Sometimes I want to take the day off. Or then actually it's a day for them because they're in California. It's a night for me. And then it goes on till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Oh, there goes a squirrel. Saw a black squirrel the other day. You have to see an albino one. But my daughter-in-law Angie said she saw an albino one out at the farm. You're adding oil to your car. Trying to check my dipstick. 6 p.m. Oh, good, good, John. I'm glad. Yeah, you've been working. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, so it's true. That's funny. Human nature. Seinfeld did a lot of jokes about human nature. I'm pretty sure it was him, not George Carlin. I saw George Carlin in Pittsburgh at the Union Station. Yeah, my son went to college there, the Pittsburgh Art Institute, Brandon, and we moved him up there, and we was looking at this free paper of things to do that night, and it was free too. So we went there and saw him. It's one of those rare occasions. There's that squirrel. See if I can zoom in. Oh, now where'd he go? Oh, there he is by the tree. See him shaking his tail. One of the most common squirrels in Ohio, the gray squirrel. The bushy tail. Yeah, so I saw him. It was awesome. He's so funny. And then at the mall here, just walking around the mall, I was with my husband at the time, and I was like, I think we were Christmas shopping. Yeah, he was home for Christmas because he's from West Virginia. Anyways, I said, that looks like John Corbett, you know, from Northern Exposure. And then he was love interest for Carrie on Sex and the City. I know that's John Corbett. And at the time, there was Ponderosa inside the mall, the restaurant. And he went in there in the bathroom. And my husband was like, well, you want me to go in there and see if that's him? You know, you want to meet him? I said, yeah, I'd love to meet him. Yeah, okay. So he goes in the bathroom, and he comes bringing him out. So I got to meet him, you know, shook hands, talked a little bit about him. He was on Northern Exposure at the time. Talked a little bit about that. And I admired his acting skills and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Well, then we're in the car leaving, and I said, that was so awesome. Yeah, thanks for doing it. He said, yeah, I walked in there, you know, and he's taking a leak. And I said, are you John Corbett? He said, I better be. I got his dick in my hands. I thought that was too funny. You know, it's just off the cuff, unscripted. I better be. I got his dick in my hands. Yeah, I laughed and laughed. And then I was like, I'll never wash this hand again. The hand I shook his hand with. And I was like, did he wash his hands? Wait a minute. Maybe I will wash my hands. He had to be there. It was funny. But yeah, I got to meet him. Shake his hand. I met the Beekman boys in, I don't know if you guys know who they are, in Columbus at a fair. Was he married to? I don't know. I don't know too much about his bio. Was you asking about him? I can barely see this. Yeah, Northern Exposure. He was the DJ. Right? They had that moose at the end of the music for the show. They had that big moose walking around. It was filmed in, well, I don't know if it was filmed in Alaska, but that's where it was supposed to be. Some of it might have been. I think maybe it was. But yeah, the Beekman boys, they won the Amazing Race. They used to have a show on. It was funny. But they don't have a show on anymore. But they sell products. They raise goats. They live in New York somewhere. They have this big farm and they raise goats. They sell goat milk, not goat milk, goat products made from goat milk. Jeez. And they sell goat cheese, which is really good, called Black. Got a black thing around the wheel of it. And it's aged for years. I had some one time, ordered it. Oh, so good. And I used to order their products, but kind of stopped doing that. It's good for you, though. It doesn't have anything nasty in it for your face and hands and whatnot. But yeah, I met them at a fair, and I took a book because Josh, the real tall one, Josh, he wrote a book. It's funny. And I took the book and he signed it. And then I bought their cookbook and they signed that too. But yeah, I got to talk with them for a minute and shake hands. It was a nice meet and greet at a fair in Columbus, Country Living Fair. Yeah. And then I met Dolly Parton at Columbus. Yeah. Can't think of any other ones right now. But I thought that John Corbett was freaking hilarious. How many laps was that? I can't remember. Was that 2? I'm gonna say 2, even if it was 3. I'll get an extra lap. 4 times around is a mile. Just gotta get over how nice it is out here. And we've had so many mild winters, you know. People think global warming isn't real. My gosh. The weather's crazy nowadays. All pets must be kept on leash inside park. No pets here. One time I was out here walking. I saw the cop and some people were fighting. So I filmed it. It was funny. I think the title of that, if you want to see it, is Bad Boys, Bad Boys. Yeah, everybody knows everybody in this town. Almost. Some people I don't know. Because I only moved here when I was a sophomore. So I only went here to this high school for 3 years. I grew up in Belmont, Ohio, small town. And then one gas station town. And didn't even have a red light. That's how small it was. So I went to my freshman year in Union Local, where Landon and Riley go to school. They consolidated all the little small towns into one big school. And then I went to the high school in Barnesville. My sophomore year, I didn't know anybody. It was awful. But I made friends. It was just weird at first because, you know, new kid. All those people grew up with each other, so, you know, it was already cliques. And so, yeah, there's some people I don't know here. Because I wasn't born and raised here. And Dwayne talked to me and Vicky and Marcy. Same thing. Vicky graduated from Union Local. Marcy went to grade school here. She's 2 years behind me. And he'll say, oh, you know, such and such. And we're like, no, Dwayne, we weren't born and raised in this town. No. We were born in Akron, Ohio. I didn't move to Belmont till I was in the 4th grade. And then it was Belmont. We didn't go to Barnesville hardly ever. So, we had no reason to. Except to go grocery shopping. Like I said, Belmont had one little gas station. It had some penny candy in there, maybe bread and milk, I think. So we had to come to Barnesville to grocery shop, but that was really about it. And they had a movie theater in Barnesville, a walk-in movie theater. We had a drive-in too outside of town, so we did go to the drive-in. And we did go to that walk-in theater. I saw Bambi there when it first came out. But yeah, other than that. So yeah, I don't know everybody in this town. I still don't. It feels like spring. Out here. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat. I hope you guys are talking to each other. And I can barely read it because I don't have my... No, I'll read it. I'll read it later. You used to hang out with Sheryl Crow. Oh, OMG. Oh, you're welcome, Mew, if you're still in here. That was awesome. Yeah, Mew got into the hotel, the Cecil Hotel. I watched that documentary on was it Lisa Ling, the poor girl that drowned in the water, holding tank up on the roof there. I watched that documentary. I like documentaries about true things because they interest me. No, no snow. Here be rabbit. Hi, here be rabbit. How you doing? Yeah, no snow here. It's nice. Well, that's cool. You hung out with Sheryl Crow. I always liked her and her music. That's freaking awesome. I bet she was sweet. Some celebrities are just more all about the money. You know, I saw that, George Clinton at a music festival, a hippie music festival. And I said, can I get your autograph? You know, my son loves you. He loves your music. Oh, maybe later. Walked away. I'm like, fuck you. Sorry for my language. But yeah, it made me mad. You couldn't take 1 second and sign, a piece of paper. Yeah, he was rude. Did not like him. Maybe if I said, oh, I love your music. Can I get your autograph? He would have done it. But I'm gonna lie, it was for my son, because my son loved him. Still does, probably, I don't know. But yeah, nobody, he could have. It's not like there was people bombarding him for his frickin' autograph either. Maybe that's what it was. He put on a good show, though. I forget who else was there with him, but he was like, the main, what do they call it? The lead. Main event. Yeah, there wasn't anybody else there big like him. It was just a small town music festival, I don't know, rainbow type thing like Blackbird talks about, but it wasn't. It was a church and it was part of the Rainbow family, but it wasn't like a gathering. Some of them were there. Yeah, they had church on Sunday morning. Everybody's tearing down their booze and leaving. I sold hippie clothes. I made some money that weekend. My daughter didn't vend there. She had another, a bigger one that she was at. They're gonna have Comfest this year. They didn't have it the past 2 years, so that's always a big one for her in Columbus. I don't know if anybody's heard of Comfest, but it's got a lot of bands and booze. A lot of guys going fishing. He got his fishing poles. He's going fishing. Probably catch some down there at the park lake. Or maybe he's done. He's coming back. Don't know, can't tell. Looks like he doesn't have any fish. Oh, it's a catch and release. Charlotte, duh. It is a catch and release lake. So no, he's not gonna have any fish. No, I think that one. I think that one was my third one. So one more. I did lose this Christmas weight. Oh, I don't think I've, the holidays started and all that. Look, there's our empty pool. It's weird to see it empty. I don't think I've been on here since I went back to the doctor and my thyroid has leveled off finally. I was telling the nurse, because she changed my medication 3 times, the doctor did. So I was telling the nurse, and she was, putting it all in the computer. It'll have charts now. It's all charted into the computer. She's putting it in there. I said, I don't want her to change my medication again, because that's obviously not working. I want an ultrasound done and find out, do I need to just lose this freaking thyroid? Because my thyroid was against me. It did not like me. Anyway, so the doctor comes in and she said, well, I got your labs and your numbers are great. Your thyroid is leveled off. I was like, yes, the magic numbers. and she said, well, it says here you want an ultrasound done. You still want that? And I was like, no. No, my numbers are good. Why would I want to do that? So hopefully I can shed some. I know I can't, I just gotta stick to it. I just gotta do it every freaking day. There's a big building we can walk in here. It's at the Watt Car and Wheel, where they used to make wheels for the cars and wheels for the trains here. B&O trains used to run through this little town. And they turned it into like you can rent it for parties and stuff. Well, apparently a woman in my building said we can go out and walk there. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They opened it up when it's cold. Yeah, too cold to walk. But I'll walk in the winter if it's not really cold. And I can get out if the roads are cleared. And if you can't walk in that building, you can also drive to the mall, once again, if the roads are clear, and walk the mall. A lot of people do that. A lot of mall walkers. I just gotta get back. I quit my floor exercising because I just got lazy and then I got busy. So I need to get back to those. I was doing really well. I lost 11 pounds. And then I went back the second time and I hadn't lost or gained. And then this last time I went back, I gained 5. But, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. No, when my son Brandon and his wife Sarah and Peyton came, Chicago's it's like California. It's all masked. You can't get in anywhere without a mask. You have to wear a mask. So it's mandated. So they came here and they were like, it's so weird not to have to wear a mask because we don't have to wear them here anywhere. Except, that's where I was going with that, except at the doctors. So, you know, you have to keep a mask in your car. Yeah, when you go to the doctors or the dentist, of course, or the hospital. That's the only places. So, that I know of. So, yeah, they were like, this is so weird. Just like I feel like I gotta get my mask. In fact, Peyton had his in his pocket, you know, because they had to travel from Chicago to here, and they ate. But they were loving it. They didn't have to wear them. We haven't had to wear them for a while now. They don't even have to have them on at school anymore, just in the school bus, on the school bus. Because, you know, it's confined. More confined area. Hi. Good, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, it is. It's you too. It's very nice today. She's been out here walking. I'll give you the back view. She's been walking. I see her almost every time. And then there's a lady. She lives in town somewhere. I don't know her. Then there's a lady from my building that comes out here and walks. But she usually does it earlier. I think she probably goes to bed with the chickens and gets out with the chickens, the one that lives in my building. But that's not me. Go to bed when my body lets me, and I wake up when it tells me to. Unless I have to get up early. Like yesterday, 7:30 in the morning. But I didn't have to go out and, you know, get the frost off the windows or nothing, so that made it nice. I didn't even have to turn the heater on when I was driving to Jed's house. I'm so happy I got my hoodie. There's a pullover hoodie because they sell out of the zipper ones as soon as they come in. So I'm just gonna have to go down there, flop some money down and order it. Say, hey, it's paid for, give me a receipt. As soon as they come in, you set me back one. at the clubhouse. But anywho, yeah, I was so happy. And it's nice. It's not tight. They did good. Kim, my youngest boy Jed, and his wife Kim got it for me. They went down there to the Christmas party. Yeah, so as soon as they get another, they just got an order in. Jeb was down there, but he didn't want to go through the boxes. Little shit. Well, yeah, my older sister Vicky wants one, and Jessie wants one. So if I get their money together, go down there. I should have went for that. I regretted it. I should have went for that. Is that a black squirrel? Looks like it. It is. Shit, it's too far away. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it even if I zoom in. I should have went for the, oh, I forget what they call it. Not the up and running, that's in the spring. Shoot. Last days or something, I don't know. It's when they, like the last time, ooh. Dropped the phone on one end. Like the last time they ride and then they put the bikes away. I forget what they call it. Last bash or something, I don't know. Anywho, I was all ready and everything. And I was like, I don't want to drive that far in the dark at night on that road. So I talked myself out of it, darn it. I'd have been fine. It just went slow. But Charlie and Jet were both there on their bikes, of course. But yeah, all the bikes take off from there. It's cool. Some people do the burnout thing. The last time I was down there, I wasn't filming. I can only record down there because at the Grim Reapers Clubhouse, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, probably some of you. Anyways, I can only record down there because it's so far out that there's no reception. You can't get text, you can't call. But I could record and then upload it. But I'm not allowed to record inside. And where'd that squirrel go? Oh, it was a real pretty black squirrel. Darn it. I wonder where he went. Is that him? Behind that tree? No. Well, I'm sure I'll see another one. But those black ones are so pretty. Like I said, I've yet to see an albino one. Only in pictures. They went over there by them dogs because the dogs bark at something. So I think this is 4 times around. Anybody been counting? Help. Anybody been counting? Yeah, it's a track, Buttercup baby. It used to be a long, long time ago. Back in the day, it was like a horses and buggies were raced around it. So it's a 1/4 mile. So if you walk 4 times, it's a mile. It was dirt, and they used to race the horse and buggies on it. What do they call that? Yeah, those little buggies and people sit on them. 1/4, I don't know what that's called, but I used to know. Anyways, that's what it was a long time ago, and then they turned it into a park. And they paved it. And this park is one way in, one way out. So I think I'm gonna walk around one more time for good measure because I've lost count. Well, whenever I pass my car, I count. You know, that's 1 lap. And they just put in, those are the old restrooms there. They just put in new restrooms around past this Mother's Club up here. And they are so nice. They're like heated and air conditioned. That's like air conditioned in the summer. They took some of that gas and oil money. Wish they'd paved the roads with it around here in town. Yeah, we have a little like amphitheater down here. My ex was in a band called Legend. He sang down there for 4th of July. He was a good singer. Carriage, yeah, Bill. Hey, Bill Ellis, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, the carriage, a little tiny carriage, and just one person sat on it, like it was a jockey, but he was on the carriage. He wasn't on the horse. And they used to do that years ago. Then it got turned into a park. They have a cancer walk out here. Me and my mom and my big brother and my sisters always came out here and walked it. It's just me and my 2 sisters now. But yeah, they'd have a thing in the Mothers Club there. Have like food, a wall where you put the names of the ones who were not with us anymore from cancer and the ones that were battling cancer. Like my bro. Yeah, he was so skinny then. It's hard to look at those pictures. Anyhow, let's get off of that gloomy shit. Back on the weather. Yeah, it used to just have this old slide when it was first apart. This really old slide right here. Oh, it had a real tall one too. Down there by the new playground. It had one of the metal ones, real tall. Well, that one's metal too, but that one, the tall one was like that shiny metal, so it was hot. It was hot to touch, so in the real hot days of summer, the kids couldn't slide down it because it burned the crap out of them. And I had a German Shepherd at the time. And she could walk up the ladder, that slide, and slide down. And it was huge, it was tall. I guess probably, I don't know, you could walk underneath of it. It was a tall slide. But yeah, this was kind of like the baby one. And then they had, I'll show you the lake that I walk around down there. And then over there by the new park, they had a big tall slide. They still have one of them big merry-go-rounds. They're made out of metal. They can't move it. You have to use a crane. So they left it there. There's a little t-ball field down there. That's our t-ball field. But yeah, you can sit here and listen to the lake and animals. There's probably deer down there. I just can't see them. But yeah, there's trails around that lake down there. And that's where I walk when it's really hot. Like I said, it's like 5 degrees cooler down in there. Of course, that's when all the leaves are on the trees. And you can put a kayak on that lake. You can put a boat that doesn't have a motor on that lake. Yeah, it's pretty. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's really pretty. And that's down by the lakes where they used to set off the fireworks every year. There's our hospital over there. My mom worked there as a nurse's aide for 30 years. That's our hospital. It's a wonder it's still open because a lot of these small hospitals closed. But now they set off the fireworks out at the airport. I don't know why. I don't know why they moved them. Maybe COVID and then they just left it out there. That's probably why. But yeah, I saw a great big bird walking around that lake once. I don't know what type of bird it was, like a herring, I don't know. Wasn't a crane. It could have been a crane, I don't know. Definitely wasn't no flamingo. Although I did see flamingos when I lived in Florida. It was a pretty bird though. Pretty bluish. The lady finally leaving? Yeah, she's leaving. She must have just been having quiet time on her tablet in her car. Nobody around to bother her. And of course, there's our big baseball fields. Oh, Jesse just texted me. Hey, are you coming tonight? I guess. I don't feel like driving now. You can pick me up. He always says, anytime you don't feel like driving, I'll come get you. My bestie for over 20 years. Yeah, there's the new restrooms right there. Like I said, they're really nice. Put a lot of money into them. It was fun coming out here when Landon was playing baseball. And I went to all his fall balls, and then he started football. Went to his football. That's exciting. I used to watch my son Jed play football. His dad, when he was in high school, and basketball and baseball. And the rest of them didn't. Charlie and I think Charlie played a little basketball, if I remember correctly. But he wasn't really into sports. He only played 1 year. And then Brandon wasn't into sports at all. Brandon was into rap. We always had this blood bash every year at the high school where if you went out there and donated blood, your kids could get off school all day. They had to stay there on the grounds, but they didn't have to attend classes. So it got people to come and donate. He got to play there. He got to rap there when he was in high school. And people hired him for parties and stuff. Now he does, well, he used to. Should have asked him over Christmas when he was down here if he's had any gigs. Now he does like raves, like, you know, the turntable thing, the dubstep music, I think it's called, for hire. But he's back to work now at the United Center, so he don't have a lot of time to do that. But yeah, back in the day, they had the blood bash, and we'd go and donate blood, and the kids would get off, and they'd have bands, and not just my son, but they'd have other, like, rock bands, kids with local talent, and food and stuff. Raised a lot of money, and they got a lot of, well, not raised money, they got a lot of blood donated that day for Red Cross. Can't think of the name. For the Red Cross. I went every year. Every year that I had a kid in that high school. And then I was going for some of the nephews, just so they didn't have to attend class that day. But I didn't mind. I don't mind giving blood. I still have a t-shirt from years ago. It's tie-dyed. It's got holes in it. I still wear it. I like tie-dye. I wonder how many more days we're going to have we can do this. Yes. Unfortunately. But like I said, I've been out here. I think it was like 38. My sister's like, you walking in that? Well, you don't get cold when you walk. You keep moving, you don't get cold. So, yeah. Younger sister, she retired from the state library, and she still works at Curves. It's an exercise place for women in her town, and so she gets exercise there. You know, she's allowed to use the equipment and stuff. And she works out with the older ladies. An older sister, she's got that good metabolism. She's tall and thin. And she does too. She'll come home from work. She still works too. She's 70 and she still works, but she only works Saturday and Sunday. Mainly Saturday, but they had her working Sunday during Christmas. But she'll come home and sit on the couch and she won't move the whole entire day. Just sit there and drink Pepsi. Drinks a Pepsi from morning till night. Pepsi 1. But she don't really have any health problems. That's crazy. And she just sits. She's really sedentary and stands all day at work. She's a cashier. She doesn't move much at work either, but like I said, she's got that metabolism. As soon as you eat it, it gets burnt off somehow, whether you move or not. think she got that from Dad. Where I got Mom's metabolism. I think so did the younger sister, but like I said, she keeps busy. But she don't work every day. But when she's not working, she does her yard work, and she likes to go. I can see that squirrel again. I think he's long gone. Yeah, I'll have to watch this back. See if I walked 4 or 5. It'd be nice if I walked 5. I need to step it up. Once I lose some more pounds, I need to come out here and walk 8 loops, not just 4. 2 miles instead of 1. I need to step up my game. I did cut those trees. Oh, my son Charlie fell a tree, big tall pine tree. I got a picture of it on Instagram. And then he carved a W out of the base of it, the stump. Carved a W for his last name. It was like that tall, a huge pine tree, and it was messing with his roof. So he had to cut it down. And he'd never done that before. He watched a friend of mine do it, Keith. We had 2 big pine trees in our backyard, and Keith did it. Never done it before, but yeah, he made it fall right where he wanted to, and then he carved a W. It's cool. And he told Angie, his wife, he said, yeah, I watched YouTube tutorials, learned how to carve that W with a chainsaw out of the stump. And I said, yeah, Angie, because she told me that, she just actually believed it. And she works at the deli in the grocery store where I'm about to go to in town here. I come in there and she's like, tell me all about it. So Charlie, when he came, and I went and got my battery. I had to buy a battery for the Volkswagen. He put it in. I said, yeah, Angie told me you watched YouTube tutorials on how to fall that tree and how to carve with a chainsaw. He said, I didn't, Mom. He said, I just told her that. He said, I didn't. I said, oh my gosh, Charlie, that's funny. She had me convinced, and I was like, yes. Because you can watch. Like one time I had a problem with the car I had before this one. I figured out what it was by watching YouTube mechanics. And so I told my daughter Jessica's son Andy, I was living close to them in Circleville at the time. I said, this is what it is. I'm pretty sure. And he said, I don't know. And he found out that's what it was. And then I was helping my older sister put together these end tables that she just bought. And couldn't get the drawers to go in, right? So I said, there's got to be a YouTube tutorial on this. Sure enough, you had to push down on one clip on the left side or whatever and raise up the clip on the right, or it could have been the other way around, and then it would slide right in. Yep. But it was like, I don't know, probably 20 minutes fighting with it, and finally I said, I know, on YouTube. Yeah, watched it. It was some lady did a tutorial on it. And they showed us how, and by golly, that's what it was, and it slid right in. Yeah, guys, so I'm, oh, somebody making egg rolls? Yummy. Michael Torres, hey, how's it going? You just had your blood drawn? Smoking now. You're the one making egg rolls. Nice. I just screenshot, speaking of YouTube tutorials, I screenshot a recipe for enchiladas, and I'm going to make the sauce, make them, they call them wet tortillas, enchiladas, which one? Anyways, they're both about the same. Burrito, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to make wet ones. And so I screenshotted the recipe for them because I never tried to make them before. That's one thing I've never made. Make a mean gyro, whatever you call them. Yeah, weird incentive to give blood. Yeah. Oh man, they nailed you too every year. Blood bash in May, Mom. Blood bash. You got to come out. So I don't have to go to classes. I can run around outside, and in and out, and hang with my friends, and watch the bands, and eat. Stalky? Guess I don't have my glasses. That's what it's called. You just looked it up. Thanks, Richard. Harness racing. I can't make out that word. Skulky. Uh, thanks, Richard. I'll look later. Nice. Yeah, that's what they used to have out here. Okay, I think I'm pretty much. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Nice. Got 13 likes. Awesome. Hey, Toodles! And Too Tall Rob. I haven't been in your videos in forever either. I'm sorry. It's just like been really busy. And now that, moderator. I take my moderating job seriously, even though it's not a job. People know I'm serious about it. Like last night, Scott Frank. Hope you're having a good day if you're still in here. Oh, go to his Facebook page and remind him of the incident. First shot of Jägermeister hanging out with B. Everybody tells me I need to get a puppy. I know. I'm allowed to have one where I'm at. It's for 55 and older. Somebody asked me, I had Ida and Edith in the community room, and somebody said, "Is that an old folks' home?" I just laughed, It wasn't mad or nothing, because it does look like an old folks' home. It really does. It's got these long halls and railings on the hallways, and yeah. But no, it's for 55 and older, so it's really quiet there. You can hear a pin drop. Plus, it's a locked building, so it's, safe. Yeah, I love Nordic Exposure. I'll have to get those and watch them again. Yeah. I can barely read some of these. Grabbing another coffee. Be right back, Sunny Girl. That's funny, Too Tall at Walmart. You checking your oil and people come over. That's too funny. A stripper dropped her keys in the parking lot. What time is it? I gotta get groceries in and text Jesse and say, come fetch me. We want a party for your birthday. You gotta come fetch me. Yes, deer meat's very good for you. It is. No fat. Yep. I just think it tastes better too. So I want to thank everybody. Annie Oakley was in here too. Aw. Raining and cold here. Some of these peeps probably aren't in here anymore. There's only 5 in here now. But if they watch it back, they'll hear me say hi. Give them a shout out. I want to thank everybody who's in here. Richard, Tito, Sunny Girl. Oh, I can never pronounce Hashmir. I think it's Hashmer. It's like a hand with something. It's holding something. Sup, Charla? Sup, Hashmir. I hope I'm saying your name right. It probably means something. Sunny Girl, Scott Frank. Susie to anyone, Annie Oakley. I already said Richard. Sorry if I missed anybody. John of Oof. Buttercup Baby. Did I say Sunny Girl Too Tall? Roberts. Oh, that's one of those. That's one of those things. Rosie always says get rid of them. They're advertising and stuff. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to click on it because everybody's smart in here. Or you can if you want to find out what it is. I wouldn't, but just rambling on. Too tall. Mew. What's Blackbird call you? Moo Swan. He has a nickname for everybody. My brother was like that. He'd say, "There goes Red Truck Guy." He had a nickname for everybody. I think I got everybody. Oh, Carlos. Oh my gosh, I'm honored. I got Carlos. I had Carlos Martinez in here. You still here? Go troll channel. Carlos. Don't be telling people to go troll a channel. Yeah, spanking. Carlos. Scuff Frank. Cuyahoga Falls. Cuyahoga Falls is beautiful. Scuff Frank. I know where that's at. Yeah, let's talk about the puppy. Yeah, we're allowed to have animals. I digress. I'm trying to say goodbye to everybody and thank everybody that came in. They have to be a certain weight. They can't be really big dogs like shepherds. Those little ankle biters, I really don't care for. I had a poodle once. Loved him, Taz, I called him, because he was high energy. Little black poodle. My older sister ended up taking him out to her farm. He kept running off. One time he'd come back and somebody shot him with a BB gun. And I don't like tying dogs unless they have like the run of the yard, like a fenced-in yard. So I'd let that dog out. And if I didn't take him with me for a walk, if I just let him out, he would take off. I always wanted to get that backyard fenced in, but never did. Used to drive a bus for a band. I can't tell you the time we spent at the gas stations meeting fans. Oh, nice, Too Tall. Cool. Yeah, Cheryl Coe footage would be awesome. That's so cool you got to meet her. Toodles. Yeah, so I went to this, I saw Willie Nelson, right? Another one of my daughter's festivals where she vend. She sells crystals and she makes her own gemstone jewelry and hemp jewelry. It's called Not Just Hemp, Knot, Just Hemp. And she's on Etsy. If you care to check her out. Mike Latoris, he was in here. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so I went to Nelsonville. It's by a college and saw Willie Nelson at Nelsonville. And his bus, was parked right next to the stage. And we went down and put our chairs right in front of the stage so we'd have them, after she was shut the booth down and we went there. This was right after her and her first husband got divorced, and I went with her. She was on her own then, so I went with her and helped out and give her bathroom breaks and stuff and took money and crap. Anyways, it was fun and I got to see a lot of people. Well, Willie was at this one and the bus was parked right next to the stage. Oh yeah, Elvis has broke down at Kansas. Roger has that. Roger Brown has that. Coates called him live. I wasn't sleepy after Blackbird ended, so I saw who was on there, and it was Coates. So I got in Coates's, and he called Elvis live on his thing, but I think Coates took it down. But anyways, Roger got it. Roger grabbed it. So Roger Brown has that actual phone call if you want to listen to it. Anybody? Yeah, he says he's broke down. Who knows? Anywho, what was I talking about? Oh, Willie. But yeah, before that, we're allowed to have pets, but they have to be small. Cat or dog has to be small. A lot of people have dogs there, little dogs that they always walking. But I go away so much, too. It's another problem. I go away a lot in spring and summer. But I went to Nelsonville. Jessica was vending at a festival, music festival. Willie Nelson's bus was parked right next to the stage. It is so true. He's late, it's not starting, it's not certain. Finally, the bus doors open up. Smoke rolled out of him. Me and Jessica was cracking up because we were sitting down there by that time. Like I said, he was late and we kept waiting and waiting. I don't know how long he made us wait, but it was well worth it. And my mom loves him, so I got some good shots. Wish I could find those pictures. I have them somewhere. I know I do. Sure I do. But anyhow, it was a good time. But I thought that was so funny. And I wish I would have been filming there. There's a lot of stuff I wish I could have filmed. Like when I went to the Keys, my daughter was living on the sailboat, and I stayed there. Rode the Greyhound for 2 days, didn't sleep a wink. Get there, she's like, "You want to sleep?" No. We didn't do the Duval crawl. No, because I was driving. I rented a car. And I drove to the last key. They lived in the first key. I think it was Big Pine Key. It was the first key there. And I wanted to go see Key West. I was bound determined. She wouldn't get up. She was vending, but then she'd party and she wouldn't get up in the morning. We'd keep missing the bus. I said, damn it, we're going and renting a car because the bus was in the morning. And I'm going to Key West. So we did. We made it there. Ate at Sloppy Joe's, did all the touristy things, except the lighthouse was closed for repair, so we couldn't go up in it. Hemingway's place was closed for some kind of renovation or whatever. I was like, darn it. But I did get a picture in front of that big thimble at you're in 4 different states or whatever, southernmost point. I don't know. Can't remember what it is, but everybody gets pictures taken in front of it. I did do that. And then when I went to, Brandon and Sarah rented 2 lakefront cabins at, what's the name of that beach everybody goes to? Not Myrtle Beach. It's a Cape. Darn it, they have wild horses there. Anybody still in here? Anybody know? Anyways, I went to that beach, and all those lighthouses were closed for renovations except for one. So we got to go up in one lighthouse. What is the name of that beach? Everybody has bumper stickers on their car. But he rented the 2 cabins, oceanfront, and the in-laws didn't want to come, couldn't come for some reason, or didn't want to, I don't know. But he calls me and said, hey, you want to come down? I got this cabin. I was like, yeah. So me and her driving, right? This is from Ohio to, it's in Carolinas. Shoot, my memory. But they have wild horses. They have lots of lighthouses. Anywho, we're supposed to take turns driving, right? I said, please refrain. Please, don't party. Help me drive the next day. She slept the whole way. I had her and my young son, his girlfriend at the time, Jed, my youngest son, Jed, and he was in high school. And then one time we went to Atlanta to see Brandon, because that's the first place he landed after the Pittsburgh Art Institute. He got a job making the films that you used to see on airplanes. Anyhow, same thing, driving to Atlanta. You're gonna help me drive, right? Yeah, I promise, yeah. She slept the whole time. I made her drive on the way back, though. I stifled her. What is the name of that beach? Outer Banks, yes, thank you. Outer Banks. It's beautiful there. I loved it. But yeah, I traveled so much, and like I wish I would have been doing this then, because all the places I've been to, mostly with my family. Like when me and my 2 sisters, my sister's girlfriend went to Vegas. I didn't film, Blackbird did. Now it's gone. But yeah, Rosie did. But I didn't film that much there. I filmed the Grand Canyon some. Filmed a little bit there, but I should have filmed more. But yeah, most of my traveling has been with family. And exes. A lot of trips to Maryland. Because my son lived there with his dad. Jesse Scott lives there. Jesse Scott lives in the Outer Banks. Lucky. I have some friends, Charlie and Lauren. They've been too at festivals. She tie-dyes. She makes the most beautiful tie-dyes. She's on Facebook and she's on Instagram. Happy Threads on Instagram. You can't order off Instagram, but that'll give you her info. And anyway, she does amazing. She does ice tie-dye, where they do it with the ice. And she vends, and they go there every vacation. They go to Outer Banks, and they want to move there sometime when the kids are all grown and gone. It's just them 2. But yeah, I fell in love with it the time I went. I want to go back. In New Orleans, went with my little sister, my 2 best friends, Jessie, the one I'm going to visit tonight, and then Andrew. I've been friends with Andrew for over 20 years, too. His grandma lives right over there in that blue house. His great-grandma. He's over there now. You can't see his car, though. He goes and checks on her. He just bought a house. I went and saw his house, but I didn't film. I'm like Rosie. I'll just talk a mile a minute, but you guys getting to know me. Anywho, yeah, I went to New Orleans. That was a trip. I want to go back there, too, but I'm trying to talk my younger sister into going back. Andrew's for it. Jesse probably would too, but Jesse said we're not driving. He said it took us 20 hours. He drove all the way. He wouldn't let nobody drive his Chevy Cruze. He drove the whole way. A little ways back, he let Andrew drive, right past Columbus. And we didn't stop. He said, this time if we go, we're stopping in a hotel halfway there or close to there. I was like, yes, we need to do that. Yeah, that's someplace I'd like to go again. Outer Banks and New Orleans. And the Keys, too, of course. I'd love to go back to the Keys. But this time I'd fly. Oh, yeah, Quartzsite, too. She vended in Quartzsite when they had the big gym show there. That was a big moneymaker. And we slept in a tent. I probably saw nomads, didn't even know them at the time. But yeah, did I bus out there and fly back? Yeah, yeah. And then I flew back. There was a thing called Megabus, too. It went from Columbus to Chicago. I've rode that a few times. They got a double-decker bus now, and it's real cheap. It used to be like $15. Now it's a little more, but and you only got one piece of luggage they put underneath. If you can handle riding a bus. But it has, like, you can plug your laptop in and all that stuff. So I watch movies, pass the time. Now I think I'd drive. You've never traveled? Would love to someday. Well, I hope you get to, Lee. I hope that for you. I hope you get to travel. Yeah, Megabus has Wi-Fi. Yeah, and the last one I rode, it's been years, but the last one I rode had an upper level, right? And the kids were like, "How come you didn't sit up there?" I was like, "Cause I was worried. Cause I'm like I don't know, I worry. It's like you go underneath the low-hanging bridge and the top shoots. I'm thinking about that movie. I used to watch The Faces of Death all the time, those movies, and I'm thinking about the movie. What was the name of the movie? It was not real. It wasn't Faces of Death, but it's where like those logs come and hit people. Something about dead or something. I don't know. Yeah, right. I should have. I should have done the upper level. I probably would now. I'm not so worried like I used to be. Yeah, I'd probably do the upper deck now. Think, oh well, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But the driver isn't going to do that. Driver's not going to mess. He has a dedicated route. My daughter-in-law Sarah, Brandon's wife, from Chicago. Well, she's originally from Pittsburgh. Her dad did that. He drove a dedicated route from Pittsburgh to New York and back with the Megabus. He was a Megabus driver, and now he can't because unfortunately he's sick. So yeah. So anyhow, I rode that, and my mom and two sisters came to pick me up in Columbus, and they couldn't find the Megabus stop where I was located. This is before GPS even on our phones, but they found it. And then me and my sister drove up there, younger sister, because her son came and visited from Florida, her oldest boy, Patrick. That's another place we go, Florida, because my older sister has a son that lives in Florida, and then younger sister has one that lives there too. But anyways, Patrick was up in Chicago during that football pick thing where they had some gathering. He does the football picks, and so did my son. So he come to Chicago to stay with Brandon and do that, and they went to some banquet or something. Anyways, me and my sister Marcy drove up there, and we took turns to Chicago. And then me, my older sister Marcy, and my daughter Jessica went up to Brandon's when my older sister's youngest boy, Richard, that lives in Tennessee, that just got married, he was in the Navy, and that's where he graduated, was up there in Chicago. They have that big Navy thing. So we went up there to watch his graduation ceremony. That was awesome. So proud. That was just, oh my gosh, it was something to see. Of course, I wasn't filming then either, but they had all the flags of every state, all the state flags. And, of course, they were in their dress blues, and oh, it was fantastic. And then I drove up there several times with the kids, like Charlie and Angie for Brandon's 40th and stuff like that. Kim and Jed went up for New Year's Eve. I didn't go with them. And Kim said never again because Chicago's freaking cold, let alone New Year's Eve. She said summertime, yeah. But they used to fly me there every year. On Mother's Day, between Mother's Day and my birthday, because they're both in May, they always flew me. It was a thing. They always flew me out to Chicago. And then one time I come out, surprised Brandon. It was another birthday. It might have been his 35th, maybe. I don't know. There's pictures on my Facebook. I hardly ever go to Facebook anymore. But I like to see, I can see Peyton. But he has a YouTube channel now. You're at work, gotta go. Oh, goodbye, hon. Goodbye. Lee, Sugar, Britches, Sampson. Okay, I'm glad you came in. Thanks. Thanks for coming in. And thanks to everybody for coming in. I really got to get off here now. There's only 3 people in here. I'm standing by my car. I got to get off of here and get groceries. I might even skip the groceries. Just get some beer. Help Jesse celebrate his 42nd, I want to say. Yeah, 42nd. He's the same age as Charlie and Angie. Charlie was born in 85? No. 70. 79. Yeah. Yeah, 79. So, or 78. Anyways, he's going to be 42. Yes, he is. I have this thing at home. Somebody bought me, says family, and all the birth dates are hung from it. Because I can't remember shit. I got that CRS syndrome. Can't remember shit. All right, guys, you have a good rest of your day. I'm seriously getting off here now. Got to end this and get going. Text Jesse and get going. I love you guys. Have a great New Year's if I don't see you before then. All right, and if I go anywhere, I'll film it. All right, bye. Love you.